Something. Good morning to you and to panelists at the studio and to viewers across the world. Then for us as New Patriotic Party, we go by our word, we go by the terms of engagement to ensure that we have peaceful elections come December 7, 2024. It is important to mention that raising issues, allegations without basis should not be the order of the day. I heard my friend Pesa saying that some of the ad hoc staff of the EC are MPP officials. Yet you don't have any basis, any evidence to support the issue you are raising. It is important that the EC will furnish parties with a list of ad hoc staff and all those involved in the processes. Because parties will have to be given and study and raise concerns if they have to. Something in 2020 elections, in 2 polling stations, one in Boko Central, the other in Ewutu Senya East. He took a bold ad hoc staff of EC to tour off Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, who was number 1 on the ballot, a certain precedent. In that, the New Patriotic Party did not call servants to break loose. We made presentation to the EC about the action of that official. The EC only issued statements that all ballots should have full complement of all candidates. It is important that if you are part of this exercise, you should make statements that will enhance peace and unity, rather than allegation without basis. And it is becoming one too many of the NDC. At the Peace Pact meeting, the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, called on the media, the security, political parties and its leadership, the Electoral Commission and voters as well to exercise constraint and respect the rules of the game. And so for us as New Patriotic Party, we are ready that there must be peace before, during and after these elections, and that Ghana must come out victorious. If you follow this whole exercise, and not the first time, and you've been part of discussions at IPAC and other fora, there are certain questions you will not ask. There are certain issues you will not raise. Because I heard Dr. Bosman, when this printing exercise began, all parties had agents in all these printing houses. There were times that some printing houses had to offload their quantum. For instance, Checkpoint was printing Central Region Presidential and Parliamentary. It was moved to back press. At a point, Frontstat had to move their quantum to other printing houses, at commercial house and back press. And parties have been following. The issue that has come up with respect to shortfalls of ballots, you were giving ballot statistics and you've been following. If you look at the numbers involved and the percentage that the EC added to the registered voters to mark up a certain number of ballot papers per polling station, and that shortfalls, you not raise any issue. Because what has been printed, even if there was no that 2% increment, you are still going to have enough ballot to cover all people who are registered to vote. Hardly will you go to elections and have 100% turnout. But in order that a possibility of sports ballots and that stuff, you make some arrangement. Elsewhere, additional ballots are not added. And so, please, for us as New Patriotic Party, we are certain that our presidential candidate has made lots of good case for himself, for good people of Ghana to vote for him. You will not do anything to undermine our democracy. You rather urge all stakeholders to respect the rules of the game. The CI 127 is clear. When EC does appointment of ad hoc staff, what he must do to political parties. What parties must do, an issue of a bag containing ballot papers being transported. If you follow it and you have your seals on them, and even a seal is broken, you will check that particular bag. But to the extent that you will not accept it and you raise issue, and then it turns out that all those issues you've raised did not have basis, then what do you seek to serve? Something we were here, NDC raised serious issues about the register, even at the provisional level stage. Without basis, it turned out not to be the case. And so please, we only called on our brothers in this game that please, as much as possible, let's exercise some constraint even where we have issues. Because when our presidential candidate was torn off the ballot, we didn't fight. We made our case to the EC. We've had a situation where leadership, something in 2020 elections, the NDC members of parliament decided to defy the orders of the police and walk straight to the Electoral Commission. What was the issue? That they've won the elections. The leadership of NDC told their supporters that they've won the elections. They've won these numbers of seats in parliament.
So can we stay here and meet the purpose for which we are doing this? So far, you are saying you don't have any issues as a NPP going into the elections. As far as you can see, all is ready and no complaints ahead of Monday, the special voting, and Saturday, the general elections, right?
I'm not saying we don't have any concerns. Yesterday when we met at IPAC, we raised issue of the list of those who have been employed or engaged by the EC. The answer is that it's been given to parties at the constituency level. But if you look at the CI 127, it's not only the party, it also says that candidates, and the EC gave us the assurance that 1st of December, we are going to have the document. So I'm waiting to go to EC tomorrow to get a copy of the list of those who have been assigned or will be assigned on December 7th for that exercise. So we'll go by their words and make sure that that is done. Our major concern has been the posture of NDC to the extent that they
Evans,
raise allegation without basis.
Evans, so we have limited time to which we are doing the discussion. If you focus too much on the NDC, you will not raise your own issues. Now, let me hold